संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता ह्य सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। श्रीरामकृष्णायेति समर्पयामि। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। Let us spend few minutes in prayer silence. Let us think of Sri Ramakrishna, who is seated in our hearts, who is blessing us and receiving our pranams. Hridaya kamala madhye rajitam nirvikalpam sadasada beda atitam ekaswarupam prakriti vikriti shunyam nityam anandamurtim Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishnam Bhajamaha. Think of a lotus, a beautiful lotus of 12 petals, fully blossomed, the divine fragrance spread around, and in the center of the lotus is seated Vimala Paramahamsa, Sri Ramakrishna, who is Nitya Anandamurti, who is beyond the 6 modifications, who is ever present. Think of Sri Ramakrishna as Omkara Vedya, Purushav Puranaha, Buddhescha Sakshi, Nikhilasya Janto, Yo Veti Sarvam Nachayasya Veta, Paratmarupo Bhuvirama Krishna. Thou art the primordial being sought to be known through the Omkara. In all creatures, thou art the witness of their self-conscious intelligence. Thou knowest all, but there is none that knows thee. O Ramakrishna, please accept our salutations. Thou art verily the Supreme Self, manifest as the Lord incarnate on the earth. Paratma Rupo Bhuvirama Krishna. Moksha Swarupam Tavadhama Nityam Yatha Tadapnoti Vishuddha Chittaha Tatopadeshtha Kila Tattva Veta Tvam Vishwadhata Bhuvirama Krishna. Let us meditate on these divine qualities of Sri Ramakrishna. Gunadhyana, Namadhyana, Rupadhyana, in any way we like. Thou art the condition of moksha is the eternal status. The way how the pure-minded could attain it was shown by thee. The knower of all truth through thy instructions. Tvam Vishwadata Bhuvirama Krishna, Paratma Rupo Bhuvirama Krishna. Let us offer our salutations to the all-pervading blissful Spirit in any name or form, let us offer our salutations to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda, and our Sangha Gurus who have blessed you with a mantra, who have been initiated by our President Maharaj or the Vice President Maharaj. In any place, offer your salutations. If you have not taken the initiation or mantra diksha, just think of the Supreme Being as your Guru. Offer your pranam with devotion, with faith, and with concentration. Let us offer our salutations to all great teachers and saints in the whole world. Teachers and saints whose teachings we all have inherited. May they inspire us with love for the truth. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Mrutangamaya. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real, Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Lead us from false to truth. O Lord, lead us from darkness to light, ignorance to knowledge, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. O Lord, lead us from death to immortality, Mrutyorma Amrutangamaya. From fear to fearlessness, from weakness to strength. Let there be peace within me, in my family, around me, in my community, in my locality, the whole city, state, country, and the entire universe. Om. Om Sangachadvam Sambadadvam Samvo Manamsi Janatam Deva Bhagam Yatha Purve Sanjanana Upasate. May you move in harmony, speak in one voice, let your minds be in agreement, just as the ancient gods shared their portion of sacrifice. Samano mantra samitis samani samanam manasaha chittamesham samanam mantram abhimantrayeva samanena vo havisha juhomi. May our purpose be the same. May we all be of one mind. In order for such unity to form, I offer a common prayer. Samani va akutis samana hridayani vaha samanamastu vo mano yatha vasu sahasati. May our intentions and aspirations be alike, so that a common objective unifies us all. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is Sangha prayer from the Rig Veda. Since we are dealing with Ramakrishna Sangha, all of us should have this in mind about our harmony, about our speech, about our minds, about the purpose of the Sangha, Ramakrishna Sangha, and how to form a unity in this society, and what kind of intentions and aspirations we should have. samaniva akutihi, samana hridayaniva, so that all of us will reach that common objective. What is that common objective which Swamiji has given us? Mission statement. What is that mission statement? Atmano mokshartam jagathitaya cha. For the liberation of oneself and the service of the society. We have to be very clear in this. Those who are following Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Ma traditions, who are coming here for the classes or for the prayers or for the pujas, keep always in mind why you are coming here. Ramakrishna Sangha. You are not just coming to Hyderabad Ramakrishna Mat. You are coming to a Brahmanda, the ocean of spiritual joy left by Sri Ramakrishna, who was like a bridge between the past and the present. So your responsibility, the monk's responsibility, and the social responsibility is much higher. More studies, more meditation. This is apart from the family work, family responsibilities, children, mother, father, in-laws, so many things are there. But there is a higher unity, Sangachadvam. So you have to study a little more. You have to spend a little more time. Reduce your sleep, reduce your other entertainments or excitements or wastage of time. Cut it, cut it, cut it. Be a tailor. Be a gardener. If the vision and mission of Swamiji has to be fulfilled, we have to support Swamiji. It's not appreciating Swamiji. He doesn't like it. Can you give your head? He asked his disciples. Who is a Sardar? One who is a Sirdar. Sir dena padega. Guru Gobind Singh asked, can you give your head? That doesn't mean I cut it and give it like a coconut. Can you give up your ego? Can you give up your personal career? Can you give up your lust? Can you give up your sleep? This is what Swami Vivekananda wants. And not just Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna wants. That is why this Sangha in the heart of the Twin Cities, or in any city, or in any village, Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya. Please keep that in mind. You are not just public. You are not just bhaktas. You are contributors for this national movement. Ramakrishna did not come only for selected people. He did not come only for a community. He did not come only for 100 years. He has come for the entire Yuga. So in his name, Swamiji has started this Ramakrishna Sangha. As I pointed out last Sunday, the great traditions of India, the radiant India, are we aware of it? Are we thinking of the radiant India, radiant Bharata? Bha, which has got that supreme consciousness, bhavamo. The feelings inside, the meditation inside, the vision of the sages of the Upanishads, thousands and thousands of sages. Bhava, they gave us so much bhava. They gave a rhythm, ra, bha, ra. They gave a music. They gave a symphony. When we chant this, it is symphony. Anudatta, Udatta, Swarita is Veda mantra in South India. In Yajurveda, it is little different. You go to North Kashmir, chanting style is different. But it is the same. Same Sahana Bhavatu, same Shanti mantra, same Gayatri mantra. But the laya changes. So, how it has gone deeper and deeper into that DNA of our culture, we should not forget. Radiant Bharata. And then we have resilient India, resilient Bharata. from 1100 AD till 1947 or till 1857. Time and again the great kings in different areas protected their own kingdom from external influences. And then at present, from 18th century, it is the resurgent India that we have to think about, and we have to contribute to it. That is Ramakrishna Mission. That is the mission of Vedanta. That is the vision of Swami Vivekananda. The scale, the intensity, the extensity of this organization, we cannot understand sitting here. You have to visit other centers. You have to see the bigness of Sri Ramakrishna Mission. How the monks are sacrificing their personal life. Near China border, can we go? 5 monks are sitting there in the China border, running a school. And our sister concern, Sharda Math, 400 residential girls in Arunachal Pradesh. What work is going on? Why we should do all this? They can be eating some bhaji here and sitting and doing japa. Inclement weather conditions, extreme cold, no proper food. But they are warriors. Swami Vivekananda has told, the monks of the Ramakrishna order are the sappers and miners like of the Indian army. We lay our life. We dig the earth. We lay the roads, the bridges, and then the public will come. The main army will come later. First somebody has to go and face the bullets, remove the landmines. Who will do it? Is it so easy? This is the vision of Swami Vivekananda 125 years ago, which we are celebrating as the anniversary of Ramakrishna Mission. Nobody thought of it. Nobody thinks about it. So, the resurgent India is your responsibility. Through your family, father, mother, brother, sister, children. It's not just 6:45, 7:30 Arati and Prasadam, please. It is not just the 3 hours Antaryogam that we have or we had. No, that is only a little, like drinking water when we are thirsty. But what about the nutritious food? What about the vitamins of meditation, of service, of propagation, of higher inspiration? This is Ramakrishna Mission, Ramakrishna Math, twin organizations. Please think independently, close your eyes and think in your house. What was the necessity of Swami Vivekananda, a sannyasi, to start a sangha, dealing with accounts, dealing with hospitals, dealing with schools, dealing with colleges, dealing with famine, dealing with floods? This is a very important question to be answered by all of you. You are also stakeholders. We are also the participants. Resurgent India should be built on the lines of the radiant India. We cannot cut off the roots just because we are modern or we are in IT or we are in America or Europe, just because we speak a little English. Lot of work. At the rural level, what have we done to the villagers in Adilabad? Or to the villagers or the poor people in other parts of the state, in the country? If only government was allowed, Swamiji did not have started an organization. He did not have asked help from all of you. He would have told, let me be in Himalayas. Government will take care. Or other NGOs will take care. Why should monks work in the hospitals and schools and colleges as headmaster or principal or as secretary? Em avasaram undi? Think about it, read about it, discuss about it, and plunge inside the ocean called Swami Vivekananda. He is not satisfied with all of us. So, that radiant India should be brought in modern times, resurgent India. But unfortunately, what has happened in this resurgent India? Too much of politics. It has been studied by some scholars. Many have regional identity, linguistic identity. They're all stuck up there in small walls of region. Only Telangana, only Andhra, only Karnataka. We forget the nation. That is why Vivekananda is exclusive of all other great national leaders, social or political. When there was nothing as Bharata, as we saw it during the independence time, 1947, 590 princely states, they thought that is my country only. They did not think of anything else. The poor man had to suffer so much, had to struggle so much, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, to make it one India, one India, one India, ekam, ekam, vipra bahuda vadanti, sangachadvam samvadadvam. And again we are by fighting over petty politics, fighting over language. So regional identity, linguistic identity, religious identity, caste identity or political identity, that is our daily life today. What sad state we are, and we call ourselves modern, we call ourselves educated. Swami Vivekananda said, we are not at all educated, we are only literate. We know how to read and write and do some calculation. We are not educated. That is why in Madras he used that famous statement, re-education of the educated. Re-education of the educated in the lines of radiant India. Go back to the Upanishads. You are not Hindus. What a bold statement. What a true statement. You are not Hindus. Go back to the Upanishads. That is the radiant India. He said, go back and come forward. Upanishads are my solace of my life. Upanishads are the solace of my death, said a German scholar called Schopenhauer. He says, no day passes without my reading the Upanishad. They are always by my bedside. Schopenhauer had loved Upanishads. Vivekananda's Gnana Yoga, the 2018 lectures is Upanishads in free English. In America, in New York, in London. Awaken the consciousness of Amrutasya Putraha in them. We don't read the Upanishads. We are happy with only little Parayanam and Puja. We don't dive deep into the conscious principles of these great sages. We have to. That is why Swamiji says, each one of you is the inheritor of the sages of India. We have to make time. Just because we are in IT, and today we have many people, thousands are working from home, so you have got the time to study a little bit of the Upanishads every day. Rishiranam tirchukovale. How do you pay gratitude to your forefathers, to your rishis, to the nature? Pitruranam, Rishirunam, Bhurunam. Otherwise we cannot fulfill, you cannot attain moksha. Pancharunas have to be fulfilled by the Hindus. Don't worry about other religions and other kulams. Are you fulfilling it? This is very, very important. So beyond region, beyond language, beyond caste, beyond politics, Sri Ramakrishna Mission is working. Look at Sri Ramakrishna's avatarana, how he descended, how that Parabrahma, the Supreme Consciousness descended. Here is a man called Kshudiram Chattopadhyaya who goes to Gaya. So pure, so truthful, so honest, so sincere, so dhrada sankalpam. After offering the Pinda Pradhana in the Gaya Kshetram, Vishnupada, he is sleeping there in his room and Gadadhara Vishnu comes in his dream and says, I am pleased with your devotion. I am like to be born as your son. So Narayana Amsha. Narayana is blessing, Gadadhara is Narayana. He is blessing Kshudiram, I want to be born as your son. Kshudiram is shocked and surprised. He says, Prabho, I can't give you puffed rice also. I can't give you dal, I can't give you butter. I am a poor Brahmana. He says, no, you just give me a little rice, that is enough. I am satisfied. But I am giving you assurance, I am coming as your son. And in the same muhurtam, same time, when Chandramani Devi goes to a Shiva temple behind her house, which is even now there, in Kamarpukur, a Jyoti comes from that linga and enters her garbha, enters her womb. She is shell-shocked. She cannot tell anybody. She tells Dhani Kamarini, her village friend. She keeps it a secret because she feels she is carrying all these incidents. Then after Kshudiram comes back from his pilgrimage, she discloses to him. And Kshudiram sees the almanak, sees the panchangam, sees everything and says, that same time, same muhurtam, I got the vision that Gaya Vishnu is entering our house. He has promised me. He has given a word. I said no, but he said, I am sure to come to your house. God himself is inviting himself. What a wonder. See, there Narayana, Gadadhara, here Shiva. So is Sri Ramakrishna a Shaivite or a Vaishnavite? See the interesting point? He is both. There, what is the communication between Gadadhara and Shiva? And that is how Gadadhara comes. He is named as Gadadhara. And later part, when he comes to Kolkata, whom does he worship? Neither Shiva nor Krishna. He worships Shakti. So he is a Shakta. Shakti Upasaka, Tantrika Puja. And he accepts a Kayastha who is not a Brahmin by birth as his chief disciple called Swami Vivekananda. He breaks the traditional rules of sannyasa. And there are some so-called mustached babies in the society, in Hyderabad also, thinking that Vivekananda is a Brahmin, Ramakrishna Mission is meant only for Brahmanas. What a pity. Even now that argument is going on in Osman University. This is very sad. This is education. Is this education? Is this your study of Vivekananda? He was also questioned, but he said, I come from the great Kshatriyas. I am for everybody. My Guru cleaned the latrine of a Paraya, untouchable. Can anybody do it? Those who are talking in the universities about Sri Ramakrishna, can they go and clean the latrine of a untouchable at that time? Sri Ramakrishna cleaned it not with soap or vim or brush. He cleaned it with his hair. What a powerful avatara. Giving a new concept of dharma and japa dhyana. And Vivekananda says, I am blessed to be sitting at the feet of the man who cleaned the latrine of a Paraya with his long hair. And Sri Ramakrishna cried to the Divine Mother, O Mother, let my ego be crushed. Let my ego be crushed, that I am from a higher caste. Sri Ramakrishna is revolutionary. Nobody will understand. Because their mind is closed, is locked, is stoned, is snubbed. That's all we think. Just rational, just only argumentative, no other depth inside. That's why they say Ramakrishna Mission is only for Brahmin. What kind of argument it is? That is where I said, you are all stakeholders. You are also participants. You should read, defend, spread the message of Sri Ramakrishna for a new Samajam, for a new India, beyond politics, beyond region, beyond caste, beyond language, beyond community, beyond kulam. Have you seen in our applications? Do we ask which kulam you are? Which gotram you are? Are you SC, ST, STMA, A to Z? We removed it. But unfortunately, since we are connected with the government in the mission activities, we have to write so many SCs were given facility, so many STs were given. It is our karma. We don't want to do it, but due to social reasons, we have to apply like that. In our human excellence, we removed that column. Let Prime Minister ask us, we will not give it. Do you want meditation? Come. You can belong to anybody. Come and meditate. You want confidence? Come. You want yogasanas for good health? Come. Can you come regularly? That is the only question we ask. This is the vision of Swamiji. Gates are open for all. You should have that faith. You should have that love to jump inside and have a nice swim and refresh yourself and go back to your place of work with tremendous anandam that you are serving the motherland. So, into this resurgent times that we are entering into the story of Ramakrishna Mission. What is this Ramakrishna Mission that I am talking about? It is about truth. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. It's about the future of mankind. It is about the spiritual elevation of mankind. And what is this? Organization, when we say Sangha, it also means organization. Group of people working for a common purpose. So many people have discussed about organization. There is an MBA course, organizational behavior. Even the top MBAs, they were stunned with our activities of Ramakrishna Mission in India. How you people are carrying on without a stigma, without a black mark, about accounting, about money, about purity. This is Ramakrishna Mission. We are protected by the grace of the Lord, Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharada, Swami Vivekananda and the 16 disciples. They are our protection, they are our shield, they are our kavacham, they are our guides. So, there is this great organizational behavior scholar by name Louis Allen. I was reading, what does he say about organization? He says, organization is the process of identifying and grouping work to be performed, defining and delegating responsibility and authority, and establishing relationships for the purpose of enabling people to work most effectively together in accomplishing objectives. Same Rigveda Sangachadvam, he has put it into English, that's all. ఇంకేమీ చేయలేదు. హార్వర్డ్ యూనివర్సిటీలో కూర్చొని ఇదే పని వాళ్ళకి. సంగచ్చధ్వం సంబదధ్వం సంభో మనాంసి జానతాం. What does he say? Organization is the process of identifying and grouping work to be performed. Now put this as in the left side and Ramakrishna Mission on the right side. Without going to MBA, Swamiji did all this. Delegating responsibility and authority. Who delegates the authority and the responsibility? The headquarters does it. The 16 trustees do it. The general secretary has got all the power to do it. With his 4 assistant general secretaries. They meet every day. Rain or shine, winter or summer, they meet every day because they have to handle 310 branches which are expanding and like a tufan. Every month we get 5 or 6 new centers in the country. So many problems, technical problems, personal problems. But we are marching on. Old people are dying. Young people are coming up. Some brilliant people are joining the Ramakrishna order. From Stanford University, from Harvard University, from Berkeley University, mathematicians, computer scientists, inspired by renunciation and service, inspired by God realization. They don't care for your jobs, they don't care. They work for the whole nation. Whether it's in the Vivekananda University, whether it's in the Culture Gore Park, whether it's in Hyderabad, whether it is in Kadapa. It's wonderful people. So, he says here, delegating responsibility and authority, establishing relationships for the purpose of enabling people to work most effectively together in accomplishing objectives. This is also a very important point. Last sentence I read again. In the words of Allen, organization is an instrument for achieving organizational goals. So what is our organization goals? One line. Atmano moksha jagat hita. Finished. No more argument in this. The final judgment. Liberation of oneself. And cha. Cha means mariyu. And. Samuchaya. And hand in hand, what does it go? Jagat hita. Whether it is the welfare, health welfare in the gate number 1, the health center, 700, 800 patients every day. Yes, many hospitals are there. Galli galli mein hai. But here we are doing a sadhana. This is our worship of God in man, Rogi Narayana. Others may be doing for different purpose. They may have good intention, but their goal is different. The school of languages. Why we should run a school of languages? IFLU is there. There is sadhana for us. A spiritual worship for us. For those who cannot speak properly or those who want higher education, higher career. Whether German, French, Russian, Spanish, etc. 7,000 people every 3 months. So, he says here, the work of each and every person is defined and authority and responsibility is fixed for accomplishing that purpose. To be understood by all of you. To be discussed by all of you. Ramakrishna me chala bagundi, manchi pani chestunnaru. Dani venakala backbone undi. There is a fire, there is a power behind it, there is a channel behind it, there is a path behind it, which we are going to discuss in the next few Sundays. So, division of work is another organizational skill. If we are focusing in Hyderabad, we have got 10 departments. Division of work has been assigned. Then there is the coordination between the monastics and the householders and the staff. Then the common objectives. Bahujana hitaya, Bahujana sukhaya, welfare at yoga, welfare in the education, welfare in industry. Common objectives are there, laid down and the needs of the society. 4. Cooperative relationships. Well-defined authority, responsibility relationships. All these come under the organizational rules. Now, important point here is, Swamiji, when we take his life, his work, his plan, we have to dive deep into his lectures. We have to dive deep into his letters. How many letters he has written? How many letters? Nearly 700 letters. Some have lost during transition. Some could not preserve it. They did not know the value of it. At least we have his letters, his writing. 700 letters. A man writing in 7 years. And all handwritten. Where is a typewriter? Where is your email? Where is your WhatsApp? Where is your social media? And there in the cold climate of the West, he is taking that feather pen and putting ink always and writing. And it will take 20 days for a letter to reach. Fiery letters, long letters, 3-4 pages. His plan of reviving India, his plan of an organization, his concern for his brother disciples, what they are eating, How they are eating? Are they filtering the water? These are so many plans, letters of Vivekananda. Two kinds of letter. One before he went to America. The second part is after going from America, seeing the best of the West and seeing our backwardness, seeing our laziness, seeing our misery, seeing our glory. Swamiji cried. He writes the letters. So Swami Vivekananda, he has stated in his lectures, in his letters, what does he say? Every 500 years, a new set of universal ideas appear in some part of the globe. These ideas manifest themselves through an extraordinary person known as the prophet or avatar. Before Sri Ramakrishna was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, exactly 500 years. Then Sri Ramakrishna comes. And hardly 180 years since Sri Ramakrishna has gone, his power is still working. Avatarana. That cosmic consciousness comes in that form. And we have this Chit Ghanakai concept. Chit is consciousness. Ghana is thickness. Ka is form. Condensed form of that consciousness is what we worship in Sri Ramakrishna. We sing about it. Every day in the Arati, there is a line called Chit Ghanakai. Listen carefully and read carefully and sing. Let it come from your mouth loudly. Chit Ghanakai. When I see that picture of Sri Ramakrishna, the photo here, or the image in the temple, we directly get connected with that supreme consciousness in the form of Sri Ramakrishna. Chit Ghanakai. In flesh and blood, Avatara walked, Avatara felt. He himself says in the Gospel, Pancha Bhute Pode, Brahma Pode Kande. What does it mean? Falling in the net of Pancha Bhutas, 5 elements, the Brahman also weeps like a common man. When his brother died, Sri Ramakrishna cried. When Akshay died, his nephew, Sri Ramakrishna shed tears. Brahma, Panchabhute Pode, Panchabhutas of Agni Tattvam, Vayu Tattvam, Jala Tattvam, Akasha Tattvam. That is our body, that is your body, that is the matter in nature. In that, the consciousness is falling and taking a form, and it also behaves like that in the Panchabhutas. So, next point is what? These ideas, that cosmic conscious ideas of the Vedas, Vedanta, what happens? Manifest themselves through an extraordinary person known as the prophet or avatar. Swamiji said, he focuses in his own mind. The avatara focus is in his own mind. The thought of the age in which he is living, and gives it back to mankind in concrete form. The Swamiji's words. I read again, please be attentive. He focuses in his own mind the thought of the age, the need of the age in which he is living, and gives it back to mankind in concrete form. 12 years of Ghora Tapas. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. Read the big book, Sri Ramakrishna and his divine play. Earlier version was called Sri Ramakrishna the Great Master. The originally Sri Ramakrishna Leela Prasanga. It is there in every language in the country. Go and read the first introduction. Why an avatara is required. Why Sri Ramakrishna came. What was the necessity of Sri Ramakrishna to practice for 12 years when he is an avatar? He could have got everything by this spin of his hand. But there is a purpose. There is a divine purpose and there is a human purpose. What is the human purpose that you are seeing Ramakrishna Mission? Divine purpose is God realization. This understanding has to be cultivated by the devotees. If you are doing it, let it be visible. If you are not doing it, start Subhashya Shigram. Get connected with Sri Ramakrishna's mission in many, many ways. So, second point, please remember, in this connection is, Sri Ramakrishna's advent and message suited the modern age. What was the modern age? 19th century, which was under serious confusion, intense confusion. That is why Sri Ramakrishna used in Bengali a word called Khepar Hat Bazaar, madman's market. Everybody is running behind everything except God. Sri Ramakrishna cried, Mother, Lokna Pok, are they worms or are they human beings? I am finding their mind is only on stomach. Nobody is thinking of you, O Mother. So much obsession with the body, lust and lucre, kama kanchana. Sri Ramakrishna shuddered, seeing the misery of man, seeing the mind of man which is attracted by lust and lucre. So his Maha Mantra is Kama Kanchan Tyag, Kama Kanchan Tyag. And then you see, and thanks to the Muslim occupancy, confusion there, their pracharams, their conversions, everything was going on intensely. Then we had Buddhism, which was roaring and criticizing Vedas, Vedanta, God and Brahman, everything. Mahayana Buddhism, Hinayana Buddhism. And then Buddhism was ruined because of the lust and greed. Kapalikas entered, Tantric worship entered, misunderstanding the purity of religion was lost. And finally comes East India Company, bringing in the English education, bringing in the Bible. They had 3 B's, they say. Bible, Bannock and Brandy. Swami Sharadanji writes, there were their 3 weapons to spoil the culture of India. Create confusion in the minds of the innocent people. So that was also roaring, that was increasing day by day. And comes the great Macaulay and starts English education, the famous lecture of Macaulay in the London Parliament. The only way that we can rule over India is to introduce this education and make them think in English so that they will be permanently slaves for the empire. And what happened 1836 when Macaulay introduced English education? At that day this illiterate priest of Dakshineshwar was born to counterattack all this so-called university education. February 18th, 1836, the avatarana takes place of that cosmic consciousness called Sri Ramakrishna, Chit Ghanakai. As a Shaivite, as a Vaishnavite, as a Shaktite, as a Vedanti, as a Bhakta, he played his Leela and showed what is right, what is wrong. Very interesting period in Indian history. We read that only in books, but your great-grandfather must have experienced all this in Hyderabad or Telangana or Andhra or Visakhapatnam or in Delhi or anywhere. Confusion. And to bring about some change comes Dayananda Saraswati, Arya Samaj, and revived that Vedic sacrifices, Karma Kanda. He gave more emphasis on Karma Kanda. The DAV schools and the DAV organizations in Delhi and other places, they everyday worship the Homa. They do the Homa, Karma Kanda. And another great man comes during that confusion, etc. A great thinker comes called Raja Ram Mohan Roy. There was child widows, there was child marriages, there's untouchability, Brahmanity, Karma Kanda, Gnana Kanda, what to follow, Buddhism, Islam, Christianity, which is in follow. One says don't go to the temple, another says go to the Yagna Kunda, another says atheism. Where will common man go? Everybody wants peace. Everybody wants some prasadam. Everybody wants some anandam. But where they are getting? Brahma Samaj comes. And what did he do? No image worship. Completely. Yettipare said. He removed image worship. Only praising God. Only the guna. The qualities of God. No akara. And what a fun. Vivekananda is a member of that Samaj. What a wonder, what a wonder. ఇవన్నీ భగవాన్ లీలలు ఎలాగుంటాయో చూడండి. Please go back to your basics and read again. Swami Vivekananda was a staunch follower of the Brahma Samaj. And there this Sri Ramakrishna goes, who is worshipping mother, Amma in the image. He goes there and brings Narendra from backside. అక్కడ వదిలితే ఈడు పిచ్చోడు అయిపోతాడు. He made a different route. And that day, Narendra went to the temple of Dakshineshwar Mahakali, bowed down to the Divine Mother, Bhavatarini, not asking for annam, bhojanam, etc. or kapada. He is asking for gnana dauma, bhakti dauma, vairagya dauma. Sri Ramakrishna was waiting for that prayer from his audacious, violent, argumentative disciple called Sri Ramakrishna, Swami or Narendra. And the whole night Sri Ramakrishna was dancing in joy, telling others, my Naren accepted mother, my Naren accepted the mother, my Naren accepted the mother. And this future fiery Vivekananda is singing a beautiful song about the Divine Mother. Ma, Amar Ma, Tum hi Tara. One man is so happy, another is in bhava, seeing the Divine Mother. See the past and the present, how Sri Ramakrishna cleared the doubts, cleared the cobwebs. It is called cluttering of the mind. Mind is cluttered. Everything is there, but nothing is there. We don't know what to cook. We don't know what to eat, but we are hungry. But everything is there. Pappu, uppu and masala is there, but we don't know what to cook. That was the situation. So what does he say, Swamiji, there? His own life was charged up with spiritual learning and realizations, and trained the young disciples to be the torchbearers of this message. Sri Ramakrishna is the way, he is the goal. You come to Sri Ramakrishna as a seeker, and you will seek him only. Here if Shaivite can come to our temple, Shiva Bhakta can come, a Krishna Bhakta can come, a Durga Bhakta can come, a Nastika can come, sir. An atheist can come and ask Sri Ramakrishna, are you there? So this is Sri Ramakrishna's fulfillment, a need for the present age. But all other acharyas, all other people limited to their own traditions. They could not come out of it. Finally what happened? Brahma Samaj, Keshav Chandra Sen, who was the disciple of Rajaram Mohan Roy, he used to come and sit like a small child at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna said, you are like a tadpole. You are a tadpole. But problem with you people is, you think only your path is right. Don't do that. He corrected them. He corrected their mistake of telling that God is with form and without form also. He is Nirakara, at the same time he is Sakara. How do you understand it? Refer to the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, where he says, here is water in this glass, it is in the shape of this glass. The same water I pour into this plate, it will take the shape of the plate. Now what form will you tell God is? The same milk will become kova, the same milk will become rasagulla. The same will become perugu. Now what form will you tell? Is it the problem of the perugu or the palu? It is the situation, it is the need. Sakara, Nirakara. Saguna, Nirguna. You can come to God in any path. You can come to Ramakrishna from the left side, from the right side. You can come from Akasham also, if you have the facility. You can come by bus, you can come by auto, you can come by walk, you can come by metro, you can come by Ola, Bola. But you can come. Yes or no? Choose your mode of transport, which is convenient to you, which you are able to pay or you are not able to pay. Take that. But don't deny that other paths are wrong. Don't criticize others. You have no right to do it. That is why Sri Ramakrishna came at that time. So he is the way, he is the goal, he is the plan, he is the purpose. And one most important thing you get, I request all of you to go back home, and when you go back home, not now, after Arati only, My Master. In this present situation, you should read the lecture called My Master of Swami Vivekananda. Because nowhere did Swami Vivekananda speak about his master, his guru, his beloved, his Lord, Sri Ramakrishna openly. But since the American disciples and friends insisted, we want to know from your mouth about your own guru. So reluctantly he spoke once in New York and once in London. All do lectures put together, and one guru, Na Gurudevudu Telugu, original My Master. I wanted to read that introduction. Since time is over, we will stop here with this and take it next Sunday. So this is the background of Ramakrishna Mission. This is the story which we have just started to understand, unfurl little by little, little by little. So much is there. 125 years of Ramakrishna Mission is something unique, which we are going to celebrate every week or every month in the city and also in the state. People should know. And that is I request your participation, your responsibility, your cooperation. Our Acharya sir is there, volunteer. Morning we were discussing how to involve the devotees, how to involve others. Please contact him and give your name, number. We'll call for a meeting of devotees and see that this function for the next 6-8 months till May 1st, 2023, we are supposed to do it and fulfill gain more blessings, more anandam, more moksha from Sri Ramakrishna himself. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
ॐ ह्रीं ऋतं त्वमचलो गुणजिद्गुणेज्यः नक्तं देवं सकरुणं तव पादपद्मं मोहङ्कषं बहुकृतं न भजे यतोऽहं तस्मात् त्वमेव शरणं मम दीनबन्धो भक्तिर्भगश्च भजनं भवभेदकारे गच्छन्त्यलं सुविपुलं गमनाय तत्त्वं वक्त्रोद्धृतोऽपि हृदये न च भाति किञ्चित् तस्मात् त्वमेव शरणं मम दीनबन्धो तेजस्तरन्ति तरसा त्वयि तृप्ता तृष्णा रागे कृते ऋतपथे त्वयि रामकृष्णे मर्त्यामृतं तव पदं मरणोर्मि नाशं तस्मात् त्वमेव शरणं मम दीनबन्धो कृत्यं करोति कलुषं कुहकान्तकारे स्नान्तं शिवं सुविमलं तव नामनाथ यस्मादहं त्वशरणो जगदेकगम्या तस्मात् त्वमेव शरणं मम दीनबन्धो ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्म स्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। ॐ नमः श्री भगवते रामकृष्णाय नमो नमः। ॐ नमः श्री भगवते रामकृष्णाय नमो नमः। ॐ Krishnaya Namo Namaha. Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Srishti Sthiti Vinashanam Shakti Bhute Sanatani Gunashraye Gunamaye Narayani Namostute. Sharanagata Dinarta Paritrana Parayane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Narayani Namostute. Jaya Narayani Namostute. Jaya Narayani Namostute. Jaya Narayani Namostute. Jaya Narayani Namostute. Prakrutim paramam abhayam varadam nararupadharam janatapaharam sharanagata sevakatoshakarim pranamami param jananim jagatam gunahina sutan aparam सर्वेषु प्रणतेषु च चरणाश्रयदानेन कृपामयि नमोऽस्तु ते लज्जापटावृते नित्यं शारदे ज्ञानदायिके पापेभ्यो नः सदा रक्ष कृपामयि नमोऽस्तु ते रामकृष्णगतप्राणा तन्नाम श्रवणप्रिया तद्भावरञ्जिताकारा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः पवित्रं चरितं यस्याः पवित्रं जीवनं तथा पवित्रता स्वरूपिण्यै तस्यै कुर्मो नमो नमः देवीं प्रसन्नां प्रणतार्तिहन्त्रीं योगीन्द्रपूज्यां युगधर्मपात्रीं तां शारदां भक्तिविज्ञानदात्रीं दयास्वरूपां प्रणमामि नित्यं स्नेहेन बध्नासि मनोस्मदीयं दोषानशेषान् सगुणीकरोषि आहेतुनानोदयसे सदोषान् स्वाङ्के गृहीत्वा यदिदं विचित्रं प्रसीद मातर्विनयेन याचे नित्यं भव स्नेहवते सुतेषु प्रेमैकबिन्दुं चिरदग्धचित्ते विषिञ्च चित्तं कुरु नः सुशान्तम् जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾಹಿ ಪ್ರಭೋ ಮಾಂ ಪಾಹಿ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ 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 ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾಹಿ ಪ್ರಭೋ ಮಾಂ ಪಾಹಿ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ 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 ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗೌರಿ ನಂದನ ಗಜಾನನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಗಿರಿಜಾನಂದನ ನಿರಂಜನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಹೇ ಶುಭಾನನ ಹೇ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ನಂದನ ಶುಭಾನನ ಪಾಹಿ ಪ್ರಭೋ ಮಾಂ ಪಾಹಿ ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ 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 పేజ్ 3-2 3-2 ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभासितशोभितलिङ्गम् जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् देवमुनिप्रवरार्चितलिङ्गं कामदहनकरुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् सर्वसुगन्धिसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गम् सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् कनकमहामणिभूषितलिङ्गं फणिपतिवेष्टितशोभितलिङ्गं दक्षसुयज्ञविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् कुङ्कुमचन्दनलेपितलिङ्गं पङ्कजहारसुशोभितलिङ्गम् सञ्चितपापविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं भावैर्भक्तिभिरेव च लिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् अष्टदलोपरिवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवनपुष्पसदार्चितलिङ्गं परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ब्रह्मपरात्परपूर्णमहेश्वर 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 आदिनाथ श्रीकेदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्रीकेदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्रीकेदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्रीकेदारेश्वर श्री केदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर डिमिडिमिडमरु निनाद शिवा 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 ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर डिमिडिमिडमरु निनाद शिवा 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 ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर ब्रह्म परात्पर पूर्ण महेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर आदिनाथ श्री केदारेश्वर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर 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 बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर बिल्वदल प्रिय चंद्रकलाधर डिमिडिमिडमरु निनाद शिवा डिमिडिमिडमरु शिवा निनाद 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 शिवा डिमि डिमि डमरु 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 निनाद शिवा.
పేజ్ 53.
श्रीचक्रवासिनि गौरी जय जय श्रीचक्रवासिनि गौरी जय जय श्रीचक्रवासिनि गौरी जय जय श्रीचक्रवासिनि गौरी जय जय श्रीमा शारद देवी 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 जय जय त्रिगुणात्मिका त्रिलोचनि जय जय त्रिगुणात्मिका त्रिलोचनि जय जय त्रिपुर सुंदरी दुर्गा जय जय त्रिपुर सुंदरी दुर्गा जय जय श्री पद्मवासिनी लक्ष्मी जय जय श्री पद्मवासिनी लक्ष्मी जय जय श्री शारदेश्वरी षोडशी जय जय श्री शारदेश्वरी षोडशी जय जय भवतारिणी काली जय जय भवतारिणी श्री काली जय जय श्री परमेश्वरी अम्बा जय जय श्री परमेश्वरी अम्बा जय जय श्वेतांबरधरी सरस्वती जय जय श्वेतांबरधरी सरस्वती जय जय सिद्धेश्वरी श्री विद्या जय जय सिद्धेश्वरी श्री विद्या जय जय चिन्मय रूपिणी भैरवी जय जय चिन्मय रूपिणी भैरवी जय जय श्रितजनपालिनी माता जय जय श्रितजनपालिनी माता जय जय श्रितजनपालिनी माता जय जय श्रितजनपालिनी माता जय जय श्रीचक्रवासिनी गौरी जय जय श्रीचक्रवासिनी गौरी जय जय श्रीचक्रवासिनी गौरी जय जय श्रीचक्रवासिनी गौरी जय जय श्रीमा शारद देवी 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 जय जय त्रिगुणात्मिका त्रिलोचनि जय जय त्रिगुणात्मिका त्रिलोचनि जय जय त्रिपुर सुंदरी दुर्गा 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 जय जय त्रिपुर सुंदरी तेरा जय जय।
ఒకటి 148 148 గోవింద దామోదర స్తోత్రం. అగ్రే కరుణామత పాండవానాం దుశ్శాసనేన హృతవస్త్రకేశ. అగ్రే కరుణామత పాండవానాం దుశ్శాసనేన హృతవస్త్రకేశ. కృష్ణ తదా క్రోశద ధన్యనాథ. కృష్ణ తదా క్రోశద ధన్యనాథ. గోవింద దామోదర మాధవేతి. గోవింద దామోదర మాధవేతి. శ్రీకృష్ణ విష్ణు మధుకైటభారే భక్తానుకంపిన్ భగవన్మురారే. త్రాయస్వ మాం కేశవ లోకనాథ. త్రాయస్వ మాం కేశవ లోకనాథ. గోవింద దామోదర మాధవేతి. గోవింద దామోదర మాధవేతి. మందారమూలే పదనాభిరామం బింబాధరే పూరిత వేణునాదం. గోగోప గోపీ జన మధ్య సంస్థం. గోగోప గోపీ జన మధ్య సంస్థం. గోవింద దామోదర మాధవేతి. గోవింద దామోదర మాధవేతి. విహాయ నేత్రాం మరుణోదయే చ. విహాయ కృత్యాని చ విప్రమోక్ష్య. వేదావసానే ప్రపఠन्ति నిత్యం. వేదావసానే ప్రపఠन्ति నిత్యం. గోవింద దామోదర మాధవేతి. గోవింద దామోదర మాధవేతి. సుఖం శయానానిలయే నిజేమి. నామాని విష్ణు ప్రవదంతి మర్త్య. తే నిశ్చితం తన్ वेदो वदन्ति संसारतापत्रय नाशबीजं संसारतापत्रय नाशबीजं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति ध्येय सदा योगी वीरप्रमेय चिन्ताहरश्चिन्तितपारिजातं कस्तूरिकाकल्पित नीलवर्णो कस्तूरिकाकल्पित नीलवर्णो गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति संसारकोऽपि अतीतोऽत्यगाधे मोहान्धपूर्णे विषयाभितप्ते करावलम्बं मम देहि विष्णो करावलम्बं मम देहि विष्णो गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति भजस्व मन्त्रं भवबन्धमोक्षये जिह्वे रसज्ञे सुलभं मनोज्ञं द्वैपायनाद्यैर्मुनिभिः प्रजप्तं द्वैपायनाद्यैर्मुनिभिः प्रजप्तं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति सुखावसाने त्विदमेव सारं दुःखावसाने त्विदमेव गेयं देहावसाने त्विदमेव जाप्यं देहावसाने त्विदमेव जाप्यं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति नारायणानन्द हरे नृसिंह प्रह्लाद बाधाहर हे कृपालो जिह्वे पिबस्वामृत मेतदेव जिह्वे पिबस्वामृत मेतदेव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द गोविन्द हरे मुरारे गोविन्द गोविन्द मुकुन्द कृष्ण गोविन्द गोविन्द रथाङ्गपाणे गोविन्द गोविन्द रथाङ्गपाणे गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द गोविन्द हरे मुरारे गोविन्द गोविन्द मुकुन्द कृष्ण गोविन्द गोविन्द मुकुन्द कृष्ण गोविन्द गोविन्द रथाङ्गपाणे गोविन्द गोविन्द रथाङ्गपाणे गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द
दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति.
వన్ 152 152. गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंद गोकुलपालक परमानंद गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंद गोकुलपालक परमानंद गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंद श्रीवत्साङ्कित श्रीकौस्तुभधर श्रीवत्साङ्कित श्रीकौस्तुभधर भावकभयहर पाहि मुकुन्द श्रीवत्साङ्कित श्रीकौस्तुभधर भावकभयहर पाहि मुकुन्द गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविन्द गोकुलपालक परमानन्द गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविन्द आनन्दामृत वारिधि केला आनन्दामृत वारिधि केला अलघु पराक्रम अनुपमशीला आनन्दामृत वारिधि केला अलघु पराक्रम अनुपमशीला श्रीनन्दात्मज श्रितजनपाल श्रीनन्दात्मज श्रितजनपाल श्रीकर किसलय लालनलोल श्रीनन्दात्मज श्रितजनपाल श्रीकर किसलय लालनलोल गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविन्द गोकुलपालक परमानन्द गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविन्द पाटित सुररिपो पादपवृन्द पाटित सुररिपो पादपवृन्द पावन चरित परावृत कंद पाटित सुररिपो पादपवृन्द पावन चरित परावृत कंद नाट्यरसोत्कट नानाभरण नाट्यरसोत्कट
गोकुलपालक परमानंद गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंद श्रीवत्सांकित श्रीकौस्तुभधर श्रीवत्सांकित श्रीकौस्तुभधर पावक भयहर पाहि मुकुंद श्रीवत्सांकित श्रीकौस्तुभधर पावक भयहर पाहि मुकुंद गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंद गोकुलपालक परमानंद गोवर्धन गिरिधर गोविंद.
ఒకటి ఐదు మూడు 153. मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई, 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 मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई. शंख चक्र गदा पद्म कंठ माल होई, शंख चक्र गदा पद्म कंठ माल होई, तात मात भ्रात बंधु अपनो न होई, शंख चक्र गदा पद्म कंठ माल होई, तात मात भ्रात बंधु अपनो न होई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई. हम संतन संग बैठ बैठ लोक लाज खोई, संतन संग बैठ बैठ लोक लाज कोई, छाड़ दई कुल की कान क्या करेगा कोई, छाड़ दई कुल की कान क्या करेगा कोई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई. असवन जल सिंच सिंच प्रेम बीज बोई, असवन जल सिंच सिंच प्रेम बीज बोई, मीरा प्रभु लगन लागे जो होय सो होय, मीरा प्रभु लगन लागे जो होय सो होय, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई, 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 मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई, मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसर न कोई. नामावली. यमुना तीर विहारी, यमुना तीर विहारी,
वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
यमुना तीर विहारी यमुना तीर विहारी वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
यमुना तीर विहारी
यमुना तीर विहारी
यमुना तीर
विहारे यमुना तीर विहारे
यमुना तीर विहारी
यमुना तीर विहारे
वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
गोवर्धनो धारी गोवर्धनो
धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
यमुना तीर विहारी
यमुना तीर विहारी
वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
वृंदावन संचारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोवर्धनो धारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गोपाल कृष्ण मुरारी
गंगा तीर विहारी गंगा तीर विहारी गंगा तीर विहारी गंगा तीर
विहारी
पंचवटी संचारी पंचवटी संचारी पंचवटी संचारी
पंचवटी संचारी
गिरीश चंद्रोद्धारी गिरीश चंद्रोद्धारी गिरीश चंद्रोद्धारी
गिरीश चंद्रोद्धारी
शारदा मनस विहारी
शारदा मनस विहारी
शारदा मनस विहारी
शारदा मनस विहारी
गिरीश
चन्द्रोद्धारी गिरीश चन्द्रोद्धारी
शारदा मनस विहारी
शारदा मनस विहारी
यमुना
तीर विहारी यमुना तीर विहारी
गंगा तीर विहारी
गंगा तीर विहारी
यमुना तीर विहारी
यमुना तीर
विहारी।
Few announcements. Tomorrow, Ekadashi, Ramnam Sankirtan will be there after Aaratrikam. Coming Friday, 26th August, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's direct monastic disciple, Swami Advaitananda Maharaj Janmatithi. On this occasion, a special discourse on the life and teachings of Swami Advaitananda Maharaj will be conducted after Aaratrikam. All the devotees can participate in these programs in large numbers and obtain the grace of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. రేపు ఏకాదశి ఆరాత్రికం అనంతరం రామనామ సంకీర్తన నిర్వహించబడుతుంది. వచ్చే శుక్రవారం ఆగస్టు 26వ తేదీ రామకృష్ణుల ప్రత్యక్ష సన్యాసి శిష్యులు స్వామి అద్వైతానంద మహారాజ్ జన్మతిథి. ఈ సందర్భంగా ఆ రోజు సాయంత్రం ఆరాత్రికం అనంతరం స్వామి అద్వైతానంద మహారాజ్ జీవితము సందేశంపై ప్రత్యేక ప్రసంగం నిర్వహించబడుతుంది. భక్తులు ఎక్కువ సంఖ్యలో ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొని భగవాన్ శ్రీరామకృష్ణ కృపకు పాత్రలు కావాల్సిందిగా విజ్ఞప్తి.
जय भगवान श्री रामकृष्ण देव की
जय
जय श्री शारदा माई की
जय
जय स्वामी विवेकानंद महाराज की
जय